Part 3 of Belle's makeover. Belle gets a new dress. This is Belle's iconic yellow celebration dress from the Disney's animated movie Beauty and the Beast. I'll show you how to make it in this video. And look at the dress I'm working on for part 4. It's the yellow dress from Disney's live-action movie Beauty and the Beast. It's similar to the dress that Emma Watson wears. It's not finished yet. While Belle was busy in part 2 in the red dress, I had to use another Belle doll to make her yellow dress. This Belle doll had her hair repaired and styled too. When I can, I make everything first before I can show you how to make it, including this dress. This Belle doll has such a beautiful face that I wanted to use her for the Belle makeover videos. But I decided not to because her bodice came molded and painted on her body, which is perfect for the yellow dress, but it's hard to work with for other dresses. I have another Belle doll with a molded bodice, just like this Belle. I'm going to use her as the dress form for this tutorial. Let's get started. I'll be using the same skirt pattern from part 2, the red dress. To see how to make this pattern, click on the iCard or the link in the video description. Use this pattern to cut out 3 skirts in yellow fabric. 1, 2, 3. This is skirt number 1. I'll call it Layer 1. This fabric is a light jersey knit. I like it because it hangs really nice. It's super soft and it's lightweight and it stretches. And the best thing about it is it doesn't fray. I'll be making a casing here exactly like I did for the red skirt in part 2. And here it is. This time I used matching thread. This yellow skirt is made exactly like the red outside skirt in part 2. Layer number 1 is complete. Both layers 2 and 3 have elastic casings just like layer 1. I'm going to do layer 2. I'll be using the pattern again. I'll be drawing lines on the fabric just like the folds in this pattern. Fold the pattern in half. I'm going to use this bright marker so you can see what I'm doing. Draw a dotted line along the fold. Fold the pattern in half again and draw another line here and here. Fold the pattern in half again and draw a line here, 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 and here. Here's a close-up look. I'll use red thread so you can see what I'm doing. Normally, I would be using matching thread. You need enough thread to go all the way to the top and back down again. This is very important. It has to be one continuous, unbroken thread. Make a knot at the end of the thread and start at the bottom. I'm going up one side of the dotted line in small stitches, all the way up to the top. So here I've gone all along one side of the dotted line to the top. Make sure you don't sew through the casing. You just want that last stitch to catch the bottom of the casing. Here I am at the casing, and I'm going to the other side of the dotted line. I've gone all the way up and all the way down with one continuous unbroken thread. Cut the thread and tie a big knot. Here's the line completed, and you have to do this 6 more times. Actually, 7 more times. 2 lines completed. I drew this line too far over. That's why my stitches don't line up with the dotted line here. Line 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Fold it in half and pin the edges together. I am closing up the skirt. All pinned, I'm going to sew along the edge up to the top and back down. And here it is. This time I turned around before I got to the casing. See the difference? Layer 2 is done. This is layer 3. Instead of drawing in the lines with a marker, I pinned the lines because I don't want any marks on the skirt, and I'll be using matching thread. Here is layer 3 completed. You can barely see the stitches. Here's a close-up. Fold it in half and stitch up the edge just like for layer 2. And here they are, layer 2 and layer 3. They both need an elastic through the casing, just like the first layer. With our first layer on, I'm ready to put on the next layer. Get a full roll of toilet paper. Stuff some at the bottom. This will be our secret hidden doll stand and magic dress puffer. I left this skirt open, but you can sew it shut if you want to. Once the other 2 layers are on, no one will know what's underneath. There's one underneath this dress. Take layer number 2 and pull it over her head. Tie it up in the back. Line up the center line in the middle and make sure all the lines are spread equally apart. I'm going to start with the center line. Here are the 2 knotted ends of the thread. Hold on tightly to both knots and pull. As you pull, push the fabric up. This is called ruching. From the waist to the bottom, I like to stop at 5 inches. Stick a pin into the bottom like this and wrap the end threads around it like this. This will hold everything in place for now. Do the same for each line. The line in the back is hidden underneath. Treat it the same as the other lines. All 8 lines are done. Now for the top layer, layer number 3. Tie it snug and tuck all the elastic ends underneath. Do all the lines the same as you did for layer number 2, only this time you want to push the fabric higher. Stop at 4 inches. All 8 lines are now done for layer 3. You can adjust the ruching by moving the fabric up or down the thread. If you sewed the lines right, it'll be really easy to slide the fabric up and down. Now this is the time to check the length of the layers. If you want to lengthen it or shorten it, this is the time to do it. When you are sure it's how you want it, it's time to tie the ends. Pull the pin out. Double knot it, triple knot it, even quadruple knot it. You don't want this knot to come out. And cut. Don't use big scissors like this. I just couldn't find my little scissors. After knotting the ends, you can still adjust the ruching. Okay, now knot all the ends on every line for both layers. When it's all done, you can add embellishments. One at the end of each line to cover up the knots. Put some in the middle, anywhere you like, and it's beautiful, just like this one. It's time to get this beautiful dress on Belle. Here she is with layer 1 already on. I had to make this bodice for her. It's made exactly like the red bodice in part 2. I tied a gold ribbon around her neck and a yellow ribbon in her hair. This bodice kept slipping down, so I tied it to the neck ribbon in the back. I'm going to finish the bodice. You'll need a ribbon 7.5 inches long. Lay matching thread across it and fold it in half and tie the thread like this. Double knotted. Open it up and push the needle through the center and through a ribbon rose. Take the ends of the thread and tie a double knot. And cut the thread. It's going to go here. Push a threaded needle through the center like this. Leave the knotted end hanging. Push the needle through the back of the ribbon. Take the ends and tie a double knot. And cut off the ends. Take it around to the back and pin the ends together like this. Make a stitch here to hold it all together. Adjust the ribbon. She's ready for the skirt layers 2 and 3. Well, look at this beauty. Lots of sewing to make this skirt, but it's so worth it. Wow! Now that you've seen 2 different bodices for this dress, which is your favorite? The off-the-shoulder bodice or the strapless bodice? Post your answer in the comments section or click on the iCard and take our poll. So happy you could join me in this tutorial. See you in part 4 when I show you how to make this yellow dress. Look at these beautiful gold details on her skirt. I'm going to show you how to paint these. So easy. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, click like. Check out these videos. Don't forget to subscribe.